Joining CFWE this afternoon from Nashville, Tennessee, is singer-songwriter Aaron Goodvin. Aaron, first of all, let's look back at the last year. It was a pretty good one for you, hey?
A little bit of a whirlwind, not going to lie, but, everything's just been so great, and it kind of makes up for all the time when things weren't so great. So it's really exciting.
Knock on Wood was the first song that, really kick-started your career. How have you grown since releasing that song a couple years back?
It's been kind of crazy. All these songs that I wrote way back that the world, is kind of just here and now. They really are songs like from way back. It's amazing how long, things really take. But I've just been trying to get, like always, I've always just tried to excel and try to become a better artist and a better writer all the time. So I feel like a lot has changed since then, but there are still things that, stay the same. Those are some of my favorite songs, Knock on Wood is, I still play that song every time I do a show. I usually do it just me and my guitar, and it's just nice to be able to have a song like that to show people exactly where you came from and some of the trials and tribulations that you had to go through just to get where you are. So I think that part of my music will probably never change. I like to remember where I'm from and the people that helped me get to where I am now. And so, that song means a lot. And, but like I say, I'm always just trying to get better. I'm always trying to write a better song than I did the day before.
Aaron Goodvin joining CFWE. Aaron, you're no stranger to Alberta, having grown up in Spirit River, Alberta, just north of Grand Prairie. And, of course, right now you live in Nashville, Tennessee. A well-known songwriter as well, having written for, Luke Bryan in the past. Is writing songs, Aaron, a stressful job?
It can be. It's, but over the years, I've found that I've just got better at it, and I continue to get better at it. And I think as long as you're on that side of the coin, where, as you write songs, they tend to get better or you tend to feel better about them, because I know if I write something that I can relate to, then probably other people are going to be able to relate to it too. So as long as you're keeping your songs real, and that's kind of where I've always been as a songwriter. I've never really written songs to make them, bust out, and be like the biggest thing of all time, but it's amazing watching how songs kind of turn into that and how people relate to it, like we write music, music is meant to, maybe pull people out of their situation for 3 minutes and 20 seconds, and whatever it is that's haunting or hurting them, to pull them out of that. So, for as long as that song lasts. So that's just what I try to do, and I try to do that all the time. And so, yeah, it can be stressful when you're trying to write something that connects with everybody, but a general rule of thumb for me is I just like to keep, if I can relate to it, and if I can really feel it, then my hope is other people will too.
From Nashville, Tennessee, we got Aaron Goodvin joining CFWE. Aaron, when it comes to your music, who is that inspiration in your life right now?
There's so many people. I was so lucky. I got to go to this show last night here in Nashville that it's called Country Rising, and it was literally just a charity show to all the ticket sales were going to help all these people that are going through, these hurricanes in Texas and across the world. And, kind of the relief for that, and also a relief for the Las Vegas, the ones that we lost and their families. And, so I got to go to this show and hang out, and, there were so many people there, but I got to see George Strait again. And, which, most people, he doesn't even tour anymore. So it was a really, really special thing. And you're literally thinking about, I said, I need to write a song about how I'm probably never going to live up to some of these people, these Garth Brooks. And Garth is one of my favorites just as an entertainer. And then George Strait, the voice, and what he did for country music over these past, 40, 50 years. And it's just, it's anybody like that who has just made a lifetime out of this pulling people out of their hard situations, and George Strait was great, and Keith Urban was there last night. I mean, that guy's amazing. It's about pulling from all these different artists that have done so well. And, those are just some of the people that I look up. But it'll change tomorrow. Every day, that's what I love about country music is I find something to be inspired by.
The new song is out right now called Miss Me Yet. What else do you have coming up in the next little bit, Aaron?
We're actually heading to New Brunswick on Thursday, and I've got a show out there Saturday night with my buddy Tristan Horncastle, one of my best friends. We're going to have such a great time. And then there's a few more shows coming up, and I've got a big tour with Gord Bamford next year, so it's going to be pretty exciting.
Your new song, which I absolutely love, is called Miss Me Yet. Tell us all about it, Aaron.
Yeah, that song, that was the title that I had, and my producer and I, Bart Butler, wrote it. Bart was the best man at my wedding, and we're really close friends. And so we got together to write that day, and we had a write coming up with Jeffrey Steele, who, for most people that don't know who Jeffrey is, he's one of the, biggest hit songwriters of our time, and he's a great writer and a great human. And we had this write coming up with him, and he wrote My Wish for Rascal Flatts, and a bunch of hits for Montgomery Gentry, and just so many different artists. And we were getting ready to write that song, and so I had this idea called Miss Me Yet, and it's just a title that I had, and we were like, oh, that'd be a great thing to write with Jeffrey. So Bart and I started writing the song, as if we were going to, not even started to write it, but started to build the idea around that song. And before we knew it, we wrote the whole song before we even wrote Jeffrey Steele. So, it was one of those kind of magical things. And I think that song is, it's just such a powerful song, and it's meant to play with the heart a little bit, and just the way the whole thing happens, and you never really know if the girl misses the guy, or you never really find that out. But it's just the attitude of being in that situation. You're not going to see the girl again, and it's always been one of my favorite songs. So it's really amazing that it's out in the world now and people can hear it, because we wrote it years ago, and so many people wanted, so many people heard that song over the years, and they're just so happy that it's out now. So it's once again, it's just a great thing to experience as an artist, and I'm so glad that I'm the one singing it on the radio. It's awesome.
I'm on a boat somewhere